What if the healing you've been searching for is already within you? Have you ever felt like you're battling a quiet storm inside? A storm of anxiety, fear, or a pain that runs so deep it feels like no one else can truly understand it? In this modern world, we're taught to reach outward for help, from friends, from family, from professionals. And yes, all of that can be healing. But what happens when you're alone in the middle of the night, and it's just you and that aching storm? Today, we're going to explore a path that doesn't ignore your pain, but instead walks directly into it. With love. A path illuminated by the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. A path of self-healing from within. This isn't about isolating yourself. It's about liberating yourself. It's about discovering a strength so quiet, yet so powerful, that it doesn't rely on anyone or anything outside of you. In this deep dive video, we'll walk together through 7 life-changing Buddhist teachings, each one a torch you can carry through your inner darkness. These are not theories. These are lived truths, tools that can help you find genuine peace even when your outer world feels like chaos. Before we begin, if you feel drawn to teachings like this, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. It helps us bring more healing wisdom to others who may need it, just like you. Now, take a slow, deep breath. Let's begin this journey together to uncover your inner light and awaken your inherent capacity for self-liberation. Let's begin with a simple question. What is your mind doing right now? Is it calmly observing, like a still lake reflecting the sky? Or is it racing, tangled in thoughts, worries, regrets, plans? For many of us, the mind has become a place of noise. Distraction has become the norm. And in that constant mental chatter, we often lose touch with the only place where peace truly lives, the present moment. But what if the most powerful healing begins, not by changing anything, but simply by noticing? The Buddha taught mindfulness, or sati, not as a way to escape our thoughts, but to see them clearly, not to suppress emotions, but to greet them gently. He said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This isn't about denial. It's about deep, courageous honesty. Mindfulness allows us to become the gentle observer of our inner world. Thoughts and emotions stop being overwhelming storms, and instead become passing clouds in a vast sky. You are not your anger. You are not your fear. You are the awareness watching them. Try this now. Close your eyes if you can. Take one slow breath. Feel the air enter. Pause and leave. That breath is your anchor. That presence is your power. Practice this for just 2 minutes a day, and you're watering the seeds of healing within. Remember the old Zen saying, "When I eat, I eat. When I walk. That's not boring. That's freedom. That's peace without needing anything to be different." Mindfulness isn't a technique, it's a way of being. It reminds us that even in the middle of pain, we can come home to ourselves. Have you ever wished you could freeze a beautiful moment in time, or fast forward through a painful one? It's only human. We crave stability. We cling to what feels good. We resist what hurts. But the truth is, life doesn't work that way. Everything is in motion, always. The Buddha taught this profound truth as anicca, impermanence. He said, "All conditioned things are impermanent. Strive on with diligence." At first, this might sound like a warning, but look deeper, and you'll see. It's a gift, a deep, liberating, beautiful truth, because it means that no feeling lasts forever. Even your pain has an end. Even this moment, right now, is passing. When we resist change, we suffer. But when we begin to flow with life, rather than against it, healing begins. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are in transition, like a season shifting from winter to spring, like a wave that rises, then falls, like a wound that aches, then slowly closes. Everything changes. Try this practice. The next time a difficult emotion arises, sadness, anger, fear, place your hand on your heart and say silently, "This too shall pass." You don't have to force anything. Just observe. Nature is your teacher. Watch the falling leaves, the blooming flowers, the clouds that never stay still. You too are part of this sacred rhythm. There's a story of a woman who lost everything she loved. In her grief, she clung to the past with all her might, but it only deepened her sorrow. Through Buddhist teachings, she began to sit quietly each morning and whisper, "Nothing stays the same." Slowly, her pain softened. It didn't disappear, but it changed form. It became wisdom. It became compassion. She healed, not because she erased her grief, but because she stopped resisting change. Impermanence is not something to fear. It is the very doorway to freedom. Who are you? Really, when you strip away the job titles, the roles you play, the mistakes you've made, the praise you've received, what's left? We spend so much of our lives building and defending a self. We say, "I am this. I am not that. I succeeded. I failed. I must prove myself." But what if the idea of a fixed, unchanging me is the very thing keeping you trapped in suffering? The Buddha's teaching of anatta, no self, invites us to look beyond this illusion. It doesn't mean you don't exist. It means you're not limited to the labels, roles, or thoughts you've been conditioned to believe. Who you are is fluid, a living, breathing, evolving flow of experience. The thoughts you had yesterday are not here today. The emotions you felt this morning are already fading. The body you inhabit is constantly changing. As the Buddha said, all existence is no self. And when we begin to see this, a great weight lifts. You no longer have to be someone. You can simply be. That mistake you made, it doesn't define you. That compliment, it's lovely, but it doesn't capture your true worth. You don't need to fix yourself. You need to stop identifying with the voice that says you're broken. Try this. When a thought arises, say, "I'm angry." Pause and gently reframe it as, "There is anger arising." This subtle shift breaks the chain of identity. You stop clinging. You start witnessing. There's a powerful story of a man who lost everything. His career, his reputation, his sense of self. For months he was consumed by shame. But through daily meditation he began to see, that was a role I played. It is not who I am. In time, he reconnected with something deeper, his ability to love, to forgive, to be present. He didn't rebuild the old self. He discovered something truer, something free. That's the gift of anatta. You don't have to carry your past. You don't have to perform for love. You don't have to be anyone other than who you are. Right now, in this breath, the less tightly we hold on to I, me, and mine, the more peace arises naturally, like a still lake reflecting the sky. We're taught that to heal, we must fix, change, or improve ourselves. But what if true healing begins, not with fixing, but with embracing? Too often, we become our own harshest critics. We replay past mistakes. We compare ourselves to others. We say things to ourselves we'd never say to someone we love. This inner cruelty builds a wall between us and peace. The Buddha offered two powerful antidotes to this: loving kindness, metta, and equanimity, upekkha. Metta is the practice of unconditional goodwill, beginning with yourself. It's not about pretending you're perfect. It's about offering yourself the same warmth, care, and patience you would give to a dear friend in pain. It's whispering to yourself, "May I be safe. May I be at peace. May I be free from suffering." Equanimity, on the other hand, is the ability to stay balanced, gentle but grounded, even in the face of emotional storms. It says, This is happening, and I will not collapse under it. It's not indifference, it's wise, steady acceptance. When you bring these two together, love and balance, something magical happens. You begin to become your own source of safety. You no longer rely on the world to love you first. You become the healing you've been waiting for. Try this practice. Each morning or evening, place your hand gently over your heart. Silently say, "May I be kind to myself today. May I meet my pain with compassion. May I accept what I cannot control." Then imagine sending that same wish to others, loved ones, strangers, even those who have hurt you. This simple practice dissolves walls, both inside and out. There's a story of a man who carried deep guilt for years. No matter how many people forgave him, he couldn't forgive himself. Only when he began practicing metta, speaking to his own wounded heart with kindness, did the healing begin. Not because his past changed, but because his relationship with it transformed. This is the power of loving kindness and equanimity. They don't erase your story. They soften it. They teach you how to hold your pain gently until peace returns. Have you ever felt like life is working against you? Like no matter how hard you try, peace stays out of reach? Sometimes the real battle isn't outside. It's the unseen stories we tell ourselves inside. I'm not good enough. Life is unfair. I'll always be alone. These are not just thoughts. They are what the Buddha called wrong views, deep-rooted beliefs that distort our perception of reality and keep us in suffering. The very first step of the Noble Eightfold Path is right view. Why? Because how we see the world shapes how we experience it. Right view isn't about blind optimism. It's about clear seeing. It's about meeting reality as it is, without the fog of fear, ego, or expectation. When we see clearly, we stop reacting out of habit. We stop telling ourselves stories that aren't true. And in that clarity, peace naturally begins to return. Try this. When a painful belief arises, like, "I always mess things up," pause. Gently ask yourself, is that absolutely true? What's another way to see this? Is this belief helping me or hurting me? You may not find instant answers, but even questioning begins to loosen the grip of suffering. There's a story of a woman who believed she was unlovable. For decades, she carried that silent view, absorbed from childhood, shaped by rejection. But one day, she began journaling every time someone showed her kindness. Over time, she filled pages, and something shifted. She realized the world had always been loving. She just hadn't been able to see it. That's the gift of right view. It doesn't change your life overnight. It changes the lens through which you live your life. And often, that small shift is everything. We live in a world of fast fixes, instant results, quick solutions. But deep healing doesn't work like that. It's more like tending a garden. You water the soil, you pull the weeds, you wait. And one day, almost without realizing it, something beautiful blooms. The Buddha called this kind of gentle persistence diligence, virya. It's the steady, quiet commitment to keep going, even when you don't see immediate results. He said, just as a drop of water falling consistently can fill a large pot, so too, diligent practice transforms the mind. Healing isn't a straight path. There will be days of doubt. Old habits will return. Pain will resurface. That's okay. What matters is not perfection. What matters is your willingness to return, to breathe again, to try again, to love yourself again. Try this. Don't aim for huge breakthroughs. Just commit to one small act of healing each day. One mindful breath before you get out of bed. One moment of kindness to yourself in the mirror. One thought you choose not to believe. These small choices add up. They build a foundation stronger than any storm, like the bamboo tree that grows roots underground for years before shooting up into the sky. Your healing may be happening quietly, invisibly, but trust this. If you keep showing up for yourself, one step at a time, the bloom will come. We've walked together through 6 profound teachings of the Buddha, each one a lamp, softly lighting your path back home to yourself. We began with mindfulness, learning to gently return to the present moment, the only place where life truly happens and where healing begins. We embraced the wisdom of impermanence, understanding that nothing lasts forever. Not our joy, not our pain. Everything is flowing, and in that flow, we find freedom. We looked deeply into the nature of no self, releasing the tight grip of ego, identity, and old labels. We remembered that we are not our stories. We are something far more spacious and alive. We opened our hearts through loving kindness and equanimity, offering ourselves compassion without condition, and learning to stay steady in the waves of life without being swept away. We refined our view, gently questioning the beliefs and inner voices that kept us stuck, and choosing to see the world and ourselves with clearer, kinder eyes. And we bowed in reverence to the quiet strength of diligence, trusting in the power of small, repeated efforts, trusting that every mindful breath, every act of patience, every moment of gentleness is sacred. These teachings are not just ideas. They are living wisdom. And more importantly, they are already within you. You don't need to wait for anyone else to rescue you. You don't need the perfect conditions. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to begin right where you are, with a single step inward. So here's your gentle invitation. Choose just one teaching that spoke to your heart today. Maybe it's saying, "This too shall pass," when fear arises. Maybe it's sitting quietly for 60 seconds and breathing mindfully. Maybe it's offering yourself one kind thought after years of self-judgment. Whatever it is, make it small, gentle, and doable. Then return to it tomorrow and the next day, not because you must become someone new, but because every time you return to yourself, you remember you already are whole. You already carry peace inside you. You are not broken. You are not alone. You are not too late. You are the master of your own peace, and it is waiting for you, quietly, faithfully, within. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these teachings touched your heart most deeply today? What small step will you take on your healing path? Please share your reflections in the comments below. Your words may become a light for someone else still walking in the dark. If this video brought you even a small moment of clarity, calm, or comfort, please like this video. It helps others find this peaceful space. Subscribe to our channel for more Buddhist wisdom and gentle guidance on the path of healing. Share this with someone who might need it, a friend, a loved one, or even a stranger. May you walk in peace. May your heart grow lighter with every breath. And may you always remember, you are enough, just as you are. Stay present, stay kind, and may deep peace find you in every quiet moment ahead.